Welcome back to Humans in 5. Michelle's joining in from Canada. How are things going over there, Michelle?
Really well. I'm in fit and fighting shape. Although I've been thinking, on the way over from the UK, when I arrived in North America, I have to admit, I didn't have any jet lag. But the last time I went from North America to the UK, I had a horrible time trying to get a decent amount of sleep. I can't explain it, but for some reason, whenever I fly east to west from the UK to North America, jet lag doesn't bother me. But when I fly back to the UK from Canada and travel from west to east, it takes me days to get over it.
You know, I've noticed that too. And it turns out physicists and biologists have as well. Researchers from the University of Maryland have been looking into why travel from east to west around the world always seems to be a lot more pleasant for the majority of people flying than the opposite direction.
Our brains apparently process information related to sleep and wakefulness in different ways depending on the direction of travel. When we travel, our neuronal oscillator cells, which regulate our circadian or sleep-wake rhythms, can't figure out what time it is fast enough for us to maintain our sleep schedule, which is what leads to jet lag in the first place.
Travelers are commonly advised to take a day of rest and recovery to compensate for each time zone crossed. For example, there are 5 time zones between the UK and Eastern Canada, so it takes approximately 5 days to recover from travel. This timing was generally thought to work because our bodies run on 24-hour clocks.
But it turns out that most people don't have a body clock that works in a 24-hour fashion. Variation in a person's body clock can help explain why some people have really bad jet lag and others aren't that bothered by it.
Variation in the length of your body clock can also help explain the east-west jet lag divide. Most people have a body clock that is slightly longer than 24 hours. When you travel from east to west, your day gets longer. 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, etc., etc. With a longer body clock, it's easier to deal with these lengthened days, making east to west travel easier.
But west to east travel means that your day becomes shorter and shorter instead. These shortened days present a greater mismatch to our longer body clocks, making those west to east flights much harder for our brains and circadian rhythms to compensate for and recover from.
It's worth noting that different people's body clocks can be either longer or shorter, which may explain why some people notice the opposite trend or don't have any trouble with jet lag at all.
So, whenever you plan your next time zone traveling adventure, leave a few days for your brain to catch up. And if you're going west to east, maybe plan for a little more downtime than usual.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.